Greetings, listeners. Welcome to Consulting Between Friends. I am your host, Michael Holmes Jr. Health is important to everyone. Our health can determine our overall well being. It is important to take care of yourself, physically and mentally. Eating properly and doing daily exercise can help your body, and meditation and stress relieving activities can help with your mind. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. If you don't take care of them both, it can bring you down. This episode is going to be a bit different. We are going to focus on something that doesn't get talked about enough, and that is men's health. A lot of men focus mainly on their physical bodies, but not their overall health. And a lot of them ignore their mental health. This has happened through the years of conditioning men to just work hard and shrug things off. The topic is men's health, the guide to a healthy life. We will return after a message from our sponsor. Everyone is always planning things, and advertising is needed to make it happen. So, if it's personal or business, let Pinpoint Designs and Images solve that problem. With Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, you will receive quality work and professional service at a great price. The service that is offered: flyers, business cards, programs, invitations, photo books, ad booklets, and much more. Michael Holmes Jr., owner/principal designer of Pinpoint Designs and Images LLC, contact me by email or social media. Email address is pinpointdesignsandImages@gmail.com, and Instagram Pinpoint Designs, and Facebook Pinpoint Designs and Images. We are back. Health should be a big focus in everyone's life. However, some men have multiple reasons why they don't focus on theirs. 1. Not feeling comfortable seeing a doctor, someone they can relate to and communicate with. 2. Not wanting to take any medicine. 3. Not wanting to consider they may have mental health issues. 4. Not wanting to be a burden to others. These are just a few reasons why men don't take care of their health. This doesn't mean they don't want to enjoy their lives. Sometimes health isn't a major concern in everyday life. Some men are unable to pay for different treatments that are needed with health insurance. Some might not be educated about different health problems. Here is one way to look at it. You only have one life. You should live as long as you can to accomplish anything you dream. Types of cancer that affects men. Prostate cancer. Prostate cancer has multiple causes that has factors including genetics and exposure to environmental toxins, like certain chemicals or radiation. This type of cancer affects all men, but Black men are more likely to contract this form of cancer than any other race. Also, Black men are more likely to die from prostate cancer than any other race. Risk factors for prostate cancer. 1. Family history. Inherent or genetic factor. This cancer affects men with a family history of prostate cancer. 2. Age is a big factor in this form of cancer. The age range is 40 to 50. Black men are higher risk for prostate cancer and should get tested at age 40 than other races. This test is called PSA, known as prostate specific antigen. 3. Geographical location. Prostate cancer is more common in North America, the Caribbean, Northwestern Europe, and Australia than it is in Asia, Africa, Central America, and South America. The location determines if you develop this cancer. 4. A diet rich in red meat and high fat dairy products can cause prostate cancer. A diet with fruits and vegetables is great to prevent prostate cancer. Factors that increase the chances of getting prostate cancer. 1. Smoking. 2. Obesity. 3. Having a stationary lifestyle. 4. High calcium diets. Prostate cancer facts. 1. The National Cancer Institute estimates nearly 268,490 new cases of prostate cancer in 2022. This makes up 14% of all new cancer cases of that year. 2. The National Cancer Institute estimates about 34,500 deaths from prostate cancer in 2022. Ways to lower your risks for prostate cancer. 1. Eat more foods that are red. These foods contains an antioxidant called lycopene. Food such as tomatoes and watermelon. 2. Fruits such as oranges, grapefruit, lemons, limes, tangerines, mandarin oranges, kumquats, yuzu. 3. Foods such as tofu, chickpeas, lentils, alfalfa sprouts, peanuts. 4. Change the type of fat you consume to such as olive oil instead of butter, fruit instead of candy, fresh vegetables instead of prepackaged foods, nuts or seeds instead of cheese. 5. Omega-3 such as sardines, tuna, mackerel, trout, salmon. 6. Foliate such as green vegetables, beans, whole grains, fortified breakfast cereals. 7. Regular exercise such as walking, running, bicycling, swimming. After a short break, we will return. We are back. Testicular cancer, a growth of cells that starts in the testicles. Signs and symptoms of testicular cancer include 1. A lump or swelling in each testicle. 2. A feeling of heaviness in the scrotum. 3. A dual ache in the lower belly or groin. 4. Sudden swelling in the scrotum. 5. Pain or discomfort in the testicles or the scrotum. 6. Enlargement or tenderness of the breast tissue. 7. Back pain. Testicular cancer is the most commonly diagnosed cancer in males ages 15 to 35. This cancer can affect at any age. This form of cancer also affects Caucasian males more than any other race. Factors that increase chances of getting testicular cancer. 1. Having a family history of the disease. 2. Having abnormal testicular development. 3. Having undescended testicles. Testicular cancer facts. 1. The National Cancer Institute estimated nearly 9,910 new cases of testicular cancer in 2022. This makes up 0.5% of all new cancer cases of that year. 2. The National Cancer Institute estimated around 460 deaths from testicular cancer in 2022. How testicular cancer is identified. 1. A physical exam. 2. An ultrasound. 3. Blood tests. How to check yourself for testicular cancer. 1. Hold your penis out of the way and examine each testicle separately. 2. Gently hold your testicle between your thumb and fingers with both hands. 3. Roll it gently between your fingers. 4. Look and feel for lumps, which may be small as a grain of rice or a pea, or any change in size, shape, or consistency of your testicles. Cancer that affects men. 1. Prostate. 2. Testicular. 3. Colon. After a short break, we will return. We are back. In closing, I hope the information shared about men's health was valuable to everyone. I was inspired by men's health after attending an event at my church. I learned how men's health is important because it concerns me as a man and many other men who needs valuable information on health overall. I wanted to share with my listeners why men's health is important and should have more discussions on this topic. This episode should be shared with all men of any age. One last thing. Remember to support local businesses. And only you can motivate yourself for better health. Thank you for listening to Consulting Between Friends. This podcast is available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts, as well other platforms that are available. So like and subscribe. Need to contact us and leave us a comment? You can find us on Instagram at Consulting the letter B Friends. Once again, Consulting B Friends. An email address is consulting the letter B friends at gmail.com. Once again, consulting B friends at gmail.com. Consulting Between Friends now has a merch online store called Podcast Merch Headquarters. This is where you can buy merch to show your support for the podcast. Some items to choose from are t-shirts, tumblers, and hoodies, as well many other things I know you will appreciate. So take the time to review the items in the store. The link will be available in the podcast notes under Podcast Merch Headquarters. Consulting Between Friends appreciates the constant support. It means a lot. If you would like to support the podcast more, you can find me on Patreon at Consulting Be Friends. Once again, at Consulting Be Friends. The link will be in the description. Consulting Between Friends now has a way for listeners to share their feedback about the podcast. The listeners can now share their feedback on Discord. The link will be available in the podcast notes and on the podcast website. Thanks again for the support. If you have an extra minute, it would be greatly appreciated if you could answer a few questions regarding the quality of the podcast. The link will be in the description. Consulting between friends. Thanks to everyone for making this possible. The host, Michael Holmes Jr., the producer and content creator, Michael Holmes Jr., the artwork cover, Michael Holmes Jr., original music, a DJ named Slash, references, healthline.com, National Cancer Institute, mayoclinic.org, content distributor, My Producer Podcasts. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone from your host, Michael from Consulting Between Friends.